Happy Switch 2 release day. I am so incredibly excited and thankful that I was able to snag a pre-order for this long-awaited system. I adopted the Switch on its launch day, so it's been long overdue since I last got a new Nintendo system, and I'm just really anxious to get it out of the box. There are a couple things I would like you to know about me as we continue our journey together unboxing this Switch 2. The first is that I am truly an optimist. I know there are some red flags about this system, but I'm very optimistic and excited about it, and I will stay that way until it gives me something to not be optimistic about. I'll certainly share my honest opinions, just know they're coming from someone who enjoys being optimistic about this type of thing. The second is I am exceptionally excited about this pre-order because truthfully, my pre-order probably should have been canceled. I'm actually really surprised it's not. Even with this system in my hands, I'm shocked that it wasn't canceled. So I placed my pre-order weeks ago, just like everyone else. I got mine through Walmart.com, and I used a new credit card, a credit card that Jacob had just recently opened and had added me as an additional user. Well, it turns out when I was added to the credit card, they did not get my social security number. So after 60 days of the card being opened, they canceled it and I did not realize it. So my Switch pre-order did not have a valid payment method. Now, Walmart was kind enough to email me back in May about this, and then they were kind enough to email me about it again on the 2nd of June, and I didn't see either of those messages. So yesterday morning, less than 24 hours before this was delivered to my house, I realized that I did not have a valid payment method for my Switch. So I quickly added one in there yesterday around 7 in the morning. This was delivered to my house at 6:20. So literally less than 24 hours, and I'm just so thankful that I was still able to get it. So without further ado, let's get this out of the box. The system is also the only thing that I ordered. I did get the bundle that includes Mario Kart for the digital download. First thing, the bottom of the box does have some basic setup for us. However, I truthfully plan on reading no instructions. I think I can figure this one out. So we have our Switch, as well as our 2 Joy-Cons on the top. Underneath the insert, it looks like we've got quite a bit of paperwork within this. Paperwork and download code, and then we have our HDMI cable as well as the wrist straps for the Joy-Cons. Now these are certainly interesting since the Joy-Cons are now magnetic compared to the slide-in on the first Switch. These straps, they're just hollow. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sure you all remember when the Wii came out, it was like this huge buzz. Is the Wii remote safe? Are you going to throw your Wii remote into the TV? And that's kind of the vibes I'm getting from these, but I also am an adult. I am an adult who does not have any children, and I'm confident that I can use this safely. Here is the bottom layer of our box. We have the dock, which I'm very curious as to what this looks like. It's totally a different style and vibe compared to the square, the rectangular first Switch dock. This one, I actually like it a lot better. It feels very modern to me. I didn't really like the original Switch controller grip, and on first glance, I am not really liking this one. It just feels very cramped, and I know I probably shouldn't be saying anything yet, considering I have no Joy-Cons attached to this, but that's just my first instinct. Don't like it. And then lastly, we have our charging block as well as our charging cable. I really liked the packaging and the presentation of this device. Everything felt very compact and modern inside the box, which was not true for the original Switch, but definitely for the OLED version, which I never upgraded. I still have my launch Switch, and that system has definitely seen better days. So this is a huge upgrade for me. I have not yet ordered a screen protector for this system, and I do plan on doing so because I don't want to do anything to muck up the screen, and I am so nervous that I'm going to drop it. You may have seen online in the last couple days, there's been a lot of buzz about a film that is on top of the screen to keep it from shattering. It's not something that's designed to protect your screen from breaking. It's just something to keep everything intact in the event that it does shatter. People online were saying this piece of film is easy to mistake or accidentally peel off. I can't see it on mine, so I feel a lot better about that. I was worried about putting a cheap screen protector on top of this and then that screen protector ruining the film, which is why I didn't order one yet. I wanted to hold off and get a really high quality screen protector, but maybe I'll reevaluate that. I'll see what other people are doing with their systems, and I'll make some choices accordingly, but I definitely don't want to take it out of the house without said screen protector. All right, and it looks like the screen just popped on without me doing anything. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Oh, I don't like that. I do remember really not liking when the original Switch controllers would slide in. I'll get used to it. It'll be okay. Time to get our setup going, and we live in the United States. I'm really enjoying this music. It's very good vibes only. So we have an update downloading in the background, and I need to determine what my time zone is, which, let's see here. With the Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. The system can stand at an angle, at whatever angle you like. Just pull out the rear stand. Detach the right hand Joy-Con with the release button, and then pull. Oh, geez. Detach the left-hand Joy-Con as well. I got through the setup and I still have about 1 minute left of the download. Oh, no, it looks like it is currently restarting. So I'm going to get Mario Kart downloaded. I'm going to get this hooked up to my laptop so I can record some footage, and we'll go from there. Also, I didn't mention I am not going to transfer my old Switch. I am just going to start completely fresh with this one. This is how I typically approach Nintendo consoles because I like the feeling of starting fresh, but I'm really hoping I'm not going to regret it later. It's been about an hour since you last saw me. Mario Kart took over 35 minutes to download, but I was also able to get my laptop set up so we have everything recording. First, we need to look at NSO. Oh my gosh, I already clicked on this. I didn't really do anything here, but I just saw what's going to come up on the screen right now and just got very excited. So we have the Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics with Wind Waker. Like, how stinking nostalgic is that? The GameCube is absolutely one of my favorite systems. I will definitely be playing this game, but not today. Today, we have new Mario Kart, which thankfully is downloaded after 35 minutes. So let's take a look at this. I did open it, but I literally have done nothing yet. So this is my first time doing everything.
Mario Kart World!
As I predicted, this just does not feel good. It just does not feel good to me. While I had my 1 hour break from recording, I looked to see if the Switch 2 Pro controller is in stock. It looks like I can easily still get that, so I definitely need to order that along with the screen protector. Well, I suppose let's get started. I always play as Daisy, and I'm not sure who we are going to have available. We're definitely not playing as baby Daisy. Since we don't have Daisy, we've got to go with this penguin. Like, that is absolutely amazing. And for our first run, we ought to go with a standard kart. Let's see what kind of courses we have available to us. Let's get started with the Flower Cup, and we're just going to go 50cc. We're going to play this super safe, especially because I do not perform well under pressure when it comes to video gaming. I just don't think that quickly, I suppose, and Mario Kart will be no exception. Oh no, didn't guess that right, but that's okay. We're just going to do our best. The way I have my recording set up, I have absolutely no sound whatsoever. I can't wait to finish recording this and then get to jump in and see what everything actually sounds like. That was some kind of intense, like, roll that I just did. So far, it just feels very basic Mario Kart, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, so to speak. Again, I can't hear anything. So I feel like there's a lot of good things happening that I'm just completely missing out on, and I totally should have thought of this ahead of time before I set up for the day. But let's quickly look at that next race, because I think the next race is going to be the Bazaar. Yes, the Shy Guy Bazaar that I really want to check out. So that was kind of interesting. We had like a running start and I wasn't really paying attention. I was thinking more about video production and recording this video. So that was kind of cool. I think I'm really starting to understand the whole world's concept. You're going through a map. The courses are supposedly linked together, so to speak. I feel like I'm not going fast enough for this. Nice little flip by Penguin. That was intense. That was definitely the most intense Mario Kart Lightning Bolt I have ever experienced. Not only was the rumble fairly intense, oh shnikes, but it also, like on the screen, it really pulled you out of the race for a couple seconds. That is the second blue shell that I faced. The first one, I was able to use the horn to get rid of it. That one I did actually have to take though. I didn't have any defense against it. And the recovery time was super quick. I was not down at all because of that blue shell. Definitely a quicker recovery time than Mario Kart 8. So we might as well finish out the cup. We have one more race. Let's see where the map is going to take us next, to the airship fortress. And it looks like this is going to kind of bring us out over water. So I wonder if that will play into what we see next. I don't know what Penguin was doing there. Penguin's got some weird vibes going on, but I really like Penguin. And now we are at our very last lap. So, couple thoughts as I finish out this cup. I am really looking forward to trying this in 100cc. I should not have doubted myself. I think 100cc would have been more enjoyable than 50cc. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But we'll just take that. I think we'll still be just fine. So, we officially finished our first Mario Kart Cup. Switch to thoughts. From the couple minutes that I've played this game, which you've experienced all of it with me so far, there's nothing jumping out at me about this Switch that would make me recommend that you run out and try to get one today. I'm still very excited about this system. I'm very excited to continue playing Mario Kart, but there just isn't anything super new about this experience compared to my original Switch that I was just playing yesterday. With that being said, I'm really looking forward to the Tamagotchi game that is going to be released later this month. You can get that Tamagotchi game for the original Switch, but the Switch 2 is supposed to have those unique mouse controls, and the Tamagotchi game does utilize that. That is in one of the previews, so I'm excited to try that out. I'm not sure if Mario Kart utilizes that feature. There isn't anything that I saw that indicated that. So let's go ahead, finish out this cup a little bit further. I want to make sure we actually get credit for all of the work that we've done. There is Daisy, so at least we know that Daisy is unlockable at some point. Again, Daisy's my girl. She is my favorite character to play on Mario Kart, but Penguin and I will hang out for a little bit longer until we can get that Daisy unlock. So we have our first cup. That happened kind of fast. Penguin, you and I are no more. Daisy and I will continue playing this game together. And as for you and I, this is where I will end the video, so we will say goodbye to each other for the day. But I hope you decide to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future gaming videos. If you're new here, I'm sure you've very quickly learned that I am a Tamagotchi fan. A lot of my content focuses on Tamagotchi and other collecting, so I hope you stick around for those videos as well. My social media links will be in the description box below if you would like to connect on other platforms. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Switch 2 unboxing and for my first Mario Kart World Cup, and I'll see you in my next video.